Andrea Bocelli, yet another singer I was introduced to ever since I was really young, courtesy of my auntie from my mom's side of the family and my grandmother from my mom's side of the family. I first listened to this gentleman when he sang in Tuscany through a videotape, and he sang some opera arias, a couple of duets with the Italian soprano Nuccia Focile, Neapolitan songs, popular songs, and even Time to Say Goodbye with Sarah Brightman, and even Miserere with Zucchero. But I'm not going to review that one. I'll be reviewing one of the holiday albums, which is Andrea Bocelli's Sacred Arias, which was released back on November 9, 1999. So basically, I've also listened to this album as well. I even saw the live concert version of this album where he also sang at, I think it was a really, really huge church. And it was easy to say that he was yet another singer I also grew up with. So I could tell that there are not a lot of people that like him because his style isn't really too operatic as compared to Pavarotti or Domingo or even a lot of the older tenors. But he's been really popular because he specialized in a lot of genres. Of course, he did specialize as a popular singer, singing a lot of Italian pop songs and some classical crossover songs. But I also do like him in some popular tunes and even opera as well. So he does prove himself to be rather versatile. And what also makes him very interesting is that, yes, he's also very well known for his handicap, which was his blindness, due to an accident he used to have ever since he was 12 years old. He couldn't really get cured from his blindness, but it's very easy to say that despite that handicap, he has basically been charming audiences all around the world because of the versatility that he has. Yes, he's garnered people who don't really care for his style of singing. Yes, he's garnered people that don't really care for him as a singer all throughout. But me personally, I've been growing up with this singer. I've also listened to him at age 12 when my parents, my grandma, and my siblings and I were at the Araneta Coliseum in Manila. And it was basically my birthday present from my parents to listen to this very fine singer live at the Araneta Coliseum. With that said, let's go to what I thought about his first holiday album, Sacred Arias. Now, this album basically has a lot of chamber music involved, a lot of religious music, albeit in the form of classical music from various composers like César Franck, Gioacchino Rossini, Giulio Caccini, and many, many others. And I really have to say this is also yet another album I could definitely recommend to listen to throughout the holidays. And I really have to say that the biggest highlights for me definitely have to be the Ave Maria by Caccini, and also Mille Cherubini in Coro by Franz Schubert, and even the final song, which I definitely enjoyed listening to. Basically, this album does have something for every classical music lover, and especially for any fan of Andrea Bocelli. Me personally, I definitely enjoyed listening to this album ever since I was young. I also enjoyed listening to the concert version, and I really have to say that I've especially enjoyed listening to Mille Cherubini in Coro, and especially that final song. I really enjoyed listening to this album, and it also cements the fact that I really do enjoy Andrea Bocelli as a singer. Whether people like him or not, I still remain with the fact that he's definitely a singer who's proven himself to be very versatile and has proven himself to sing in different styles. So with that said, I give Andrea Bocelli's Sacred Arias a well-deserved 4.5 out of 5 stars. It is definitely worth the listen to if you're a huge fan of Andrea Bocelli. Well, that's it for this review of Andrea Bocelli's Sacred Arias. Tune in later where I review his second holiday album, which is Andrea Bocelli, My Christmas, which was released 10 years later. So stay tuned for that.